What is up, everybody? Bob August here at Whitewater Disc Golf Course. It is 42 degrees and a little bit windy. Not crazy, but I'm worried about getting down towards the river. Think it might be pretty windy. As you can see, it did snow yesterday and froze overnight, so I'm not sure how the course is going to be playing today. But good news is that I played around early morning yesterday and I forgot to take my bag inside, so it is completely soaked and my towels were also drenched. So I'm gonna have no towels today and all my discs are gonna be wet. I also lost my pickle yesterday and forgot to replace it with a Pilot, so we're gonna be putting with a PA3 today. Hopefully that's not too big of an issue, but we're just gonna try to be nice and controlled today. Hopefully don't have too many slips out of our hand. Hopefully the tee pads are nice and dry as well, so we don't have to worry about that. But we're gonna try to shoot 2 down today, break our record of 1 down, and this will be the last video that I post weekly. This will be video 52, 1 year of video posting. Thanks everybody for coming along for the ride, but without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. I am still going to be making videos, it just won't be weekly anymore. I definitely still want to do Farragut State Park, haven't made a video there, so definitely want to get that in. High Bridge as well, haven't done a video there either, so should be some more videos to come, but subscribe if you want to see those. But today we're going to be playing the mix-up layout, trying to shoot 2 under, break our PR of 1 down. Going to be starting off on the short basket, hole 1, par 3, 343 feet. Going with the tempo here, seeing if I can get it up the middle, get a little fade in back towards the basket, see if we can take an easy par here. Good throw, got a little bit of a drop and just held straight. Should be okay. Should be an easy up and down for the par. Good spot here, right where you want to be if you're not gonna have a look at the basket. Gonna try to go with a stepper here with a PA3, see if we can give it a little bit of a run. Probably about 100 feet away, so not expecting to make it, but hopefully we can sit it close. Uh-oh. A little bit of a tester to start, but we should be able to knock that one down. We left it about 15 feet. Luckily we got around the tree though, so that shouldn't be a problem. Knock this one down, take a par, get on to the next one. There we go. Hole 2, short tee, par 4, 437 feet. Gotta go right of the Mando tree, right in the middle of the fairway. Gonna try to go Nuco West here on a forehand, hang it out to the left, let it crash back in before the Mando tree. And then see if we can get up and down from there. Little, oh, good tree. A little bit inside there, but pretty good throw. Good tree, left us about 50 feet short of where I want to be, but in pretty good position here. I'm gonna go pyro, forehand, try to take it up the road here and see if I can get it to swing in towards the basket, see if I can get myself a putt. Oh, get lucky. Yes! Perfect distance as well. Wow. Found a sneaky gap through the tree there, but it's going to be a putt. The pyro was a really good throw, came out a little bit late. Nuco West was a really good throw, came out a little bit early. So hopefully I can figure that out with the forehand working through the course. I was surprised to see that this is a short basket. It has been elevated, but that should make this a pretty easy putt from 15 again. See if I can knock it down, take a birdie. Get in there, let's go. Hole 3, par 3, 266 feet. Going with a range here, try to get it down on a lot of hyzer on the forehand, see if I can swing it down the path, see if I can give myself a birdie look. That is shocking. Not the spot where you want to be, 20 feet off the tee pad, but we'll see what we can do from here. I'm thinking a turnover that way, but there are 2 guardians in the way, so don't know if it's going to work, but we'll try to get it down there, see if we can get ourselves a look for the par. Might have cooked that. No! What did that hit? That's so devastating. That was gonna be at least a putt in a pretty bad spot here, right in the middle of all the bushes, tree right in the way. We'll see if we can give it a run with the flick here with the range. Good kick, gonna have to make a putt. Pretty bad shot there. Got about 20 here. See if we can knock it down, save a bogey. Oh, that's a good putt to save double. Hole 4, par 3, playing the long basket, 300 feet. Gonna go with a pyro here, see if we can get it up the middle, let it fade in towards the basket, see if we can get one of those 2 strokes back here. Ooh, touch inside, got around the Mando. hit a tree down there. We'll see if we have a putt. That felt like a really good throw, and it was decently early, so aiming on the forehand and the backhand is gonna have to improve here throughout the round. Got a straddle. Tough look at the basket, outside circle here. We'll see if we can sink a long one. Not gonna swing enough. Easy par. Hole 5, playing a long tee on this one, 326-foot par 3. Put the it back in the bag. I'm not sure how far it goes, so we'll see if I can get this one close. See if I can get the stability right and get the power right. Oh, inside again. Oh, and it kicked out of bounds. Out of bounds right here. Throwing 3. Going with the A3 forehand. See if we can get up and down. Save a bogey. There we go. That's a good throw. Tapped in the bogey, 2 over now. Hole 6, par 3, 140 feet, way uphill. Have a little bit of fun with this one. See if we can give it a run. Being down by the river now, the wind is picking up a lot. Pretty strong tailwind pushing out my back right now. Oh, touch low, decent kick. Should be a birdie. Good putt. Hole 7, par 3, 196 feet. I have aced this hole, a real ace, with this exact range. So we'll see if we can do that again, but get back to under par. That looks wonderful. Ooh, swallowed up by the snow. Threw it a touch low, but should be a putt. Really good shot. I was hoping it would slide up and be right under the basket, but slid up enough that it should be a pretty easy putt. Should be a birdie. There we go. Strong, committed putt. Good bird. Get us back to even through 7. Not where I want to be, but not the worst spot. Plenty of birdies to get on the rest of the course. Hole 8, par 3, 275 feet. I'm going to go a little bit silly here. Go with a Nuke OS high around this outside of this right tree. See if we can swing it back in. I've given this one an ace run more than a couple times, so we'll see if we can get it close. See if we can at least get a birdie. That looks really good. Swing back for me. Okay, left it a little short, but a good skip. I think that's inside the circle. Did a little bit better than inside the circle with this one. Absolutely parked it. Easy birdie, back to under par before the hardest hole on the course, in my opinion, hole 9. Hole 9, par 3, 356 feet. OB River, OB rocks on the left. This is where they moved the elevated basket to. Hardest hole on the course, in my opinion, and now it's elevated, so that's a tough one. We're gonna try to go Nuke over the river, see if we can get it to swing back in, see if we can give ourselves an easy par. Yes. Oh, it got lifted. Air work is crazy. Yes, okay, got through the tree. It's right in the middle. Hopefully that's an easy up and down. This was a great throw, even further than I thought, even with the air work and the headwind. See if we can lay this one up and make this as easy of a par as possible. Uh-oh. Okay, I thought I smoked the tree and was gonna roll. Stress-free, easy par. We are in business. Let's go. Hole 10, par 4, 585 feet, playing the long tee to the short basket. I'm gonna go Nuke here, try to get it out towards the right side and swing it back in, hopefully back into the fairway, and see if we can give ourselves a look for the birdie. Uh-oh, oh no, I turned it into the headwind. Great tree, I think that sat up top. Hopefully you can save a par from there. I did not sit up top, slid down just right of the camera. Did not find the water though, so we're good that way. I'm gonna go with a vanish here and see if I can get a big turnover and see if I can get myself in a position to save a par. That looks pretty good, a little bit high, stalled it out. Should be back in the middle though. Hopefully I have something from there. We got to where an okay drive would have gotten. I'm gonna try to go with a pyro here, throw it back up the fairway and see if I can get it to fade back in towards the basket down there to the right without fading it out down into the river. Oh no, it's wet. Oh, My God, what a tree. Holy cow. That slipped out of my hand so early. Just lucky to be in play here, honestly. Threw it high nose up on hyzer. Got smacked down by the tree. We'll see if I can take advantage with the A3 here. See if we can get up and down for the bogey. That looks better. Oh, I might have hit it a little bit too hard. Should be okay. Definitely a putt. If I'm gonna throw 2 really bad shots and 2 okay shots, then netting a bogey is probably not that bad. Still gotta knock down the putt though. There we go, good putt. Hole 11, par 3, 257 feet. Decently strong headwind. OB right of the road and in the swell. I'm gonna try to take the pyro a little bit wide and let it swing in, but I'm gonna try to keep it low so that it doesn't get taken up by the headwind. A little bit inside of where I wanted. Don't find hazard. Yes, okay, sat on top. Gonna be a putt for the birdie, but more than likely a par. It just started hailing. It is 44 degrees, so figure that one out. Decently long ways away here, probably about 60 feet, so we'll just try to lay this one up. That's about as good of a layup as you can do. Hit the pole. Hole 12, playing the long tee, par 3, 312 feet. Not in love with this hole right here with a strong head right to left. So that's gonna wanna push it left into the OB. OB short and left of the landing zone. We'll see if I can swing the defy out wide and pump it far enough to push past the OB and hopefully land safe. Okay, very good. I was worried it was gonna get held up in the headwind and keep carrying left and get it to hazard, but dropped for me, stayed safe, should be a putt. This used to be an elevated basket as well, and it is no longer. So one of these last few holes is gonna be elevated. Not gonna mess with the wind on this one and run it past the basket. Just gonna lay it up, take an easy par. Hole 13, par 3, 289 feet. I'm gonna go nuke here. Try to swing it out with a forehand to the left and see if I can get it to swing back in towards the basket. This is another one where I'm really just playing it for par. This one's pretty tough to get close enough to have a birdie look, and it's a little bit of a dangerous green, so don't really want to mess with it. Get stable for me, yeah. Oh, good skip off the rock too. Should be an easy layup from there. Not gonna mess with this one either. Gonna give it a go with the koi so that if I miss, it just sits right where it hits. There it is. All right, dangerous hole here. 14, par 3, 339 feet, OB road and beyond. Going with the bokeh here. Gonna try to get it nice and flat, right up the gut. See if we can get in the fairway, take an easy par. Oh yeah, miss the trees. No, didn't miss the trees. Dang it, hit the gap at least, but that's gonna be a tough up and down. I was thinking that I was gonna go back up the fairway and try to hook it in, but I think it's actually a better play to take it out wide and try to hang it in that way. So I'm gonna try that. I'm not sure if I wanna do it with the range or with the koi, because if I do it with the range, it could roll back out towards the road if I give it a little bit too much angle, but the koi is a little bit far to guarantee a clean release. So I think I'm gonna try the range and maybe step out this way so I don't have to give it quite as much angle, and hopefully I can keep this in bounds. That looks pretty good. Go in. Oh my goodness, just deep. Good throw. Should be a tap in for the par. Really good up and down from there. I believe that we are still even, so we're gonna have to get 2 here coming down the stretch in the last 4 holes. Hole 15, par 3, playing the short pin, 196 feet. This is definitely one of the better opportunities I'm gonna have. I'm gonna try a range turnover with the forehand. There is hazard right behind the basket, so you don't want to go deep. So we'll see if I can get the control right, get the angle right, get a look for birdie. Oh my, that slipped out so early. Crazy gap hit, to be honest. I think that got to about edge of circle. Oh, that was a horrible shot. Got about 35 here. I kind of want to lay this one up too with the OB right behind the basket, just right of it, but kind of running out of opportunities to get birdies. So I'm going to try to give this one a run, see if I can ring it up. No, I liked that so much. Dang it. Thought it was gonna swing just a touch more. Hole 16, par 4, playing the long pin, 461 feet. I would feel really confident going into the last 2 holes if I could get this one, but first objective is to avoid the bogey. Gonna take the local line here, try to go through the woods on a forehand flex with the nuke, hopefully get past all the trees and see if we can give ourselves a look for the up and down for the birdie. Oh, I cooked it over into a headwind. Okay, it didn't quite get out of the trees, but it did pan out, and I think we are gonna have a gap, so I think we're okay. Overturned that one and kind of just shanked it right into the ground with the headwind, but we do have a gap here. Tough look. I'm gonna try to take it wide with the A3, hopefully miss the skinny tree in the middle of the gap. See if I can get to a spot where I can putt it up and down. I think I'm actually gonna go around the tree so that I have a little bit better of an angle coming into the landing zone. Oh, headwind held it over. Should be safe though. We'll see if we can get up and down. Not quite what we wanted here, but we are in a pretty easy spot to get up and down. Gonna go with a range turnover and just try to swing it in right towards the basket and hopefully just be parked for the par. Get over. Woo! Barely cleared. Got it safe though with a good kick. Gotta make that putt. 15 feet here, a little bit of a left to right. Gotta knock it down. That's an important putt. Let's go, baby. Kind of feel like I'm in the driver's seat right now. Hole 17, par 3, 275 feet. Gotta carry hazard the whole way until you get to the basket. Gonna go fireball, hang it out wide here, let it swing in. Just gotta clear, make sure I'm safe, give myself a chance at the birdie. That's a wonderful throw. Go in the basket. Oh my God, that had to be close. I think I might have hit the pole because the disc is right in line with the basket and the tee pad, and it was landing right about the basket. So I think I might have bounced off the pole and bounced this way, or I was just behind it and got to roll back to here. But we got about 20 here for the birdie. Got to knock it down and be 1 under with 1 left to play. Come on, give me that. Gotta focus up for 1 more hole, get the birdie. Should be pretty easy as long as I execute the tee shot and achieve a new personal record. Hole 18, 376 foot par 4, double mando, hazard all along the left side. I really don't even know what to do here because I've been going with a forehand defy, just right up the middle on a little bit of a flex, and I got an eagle with that a couple of rounds ago, but forehand's been all over the place today and the backhand has been pretty solid. So I think I'm gonna try a shift backhand and just make sure that I hit the gap, turn it through and get down there and at least give myself a good chance to get a birdie. Yes. Oh, it's getting smoked by the wind. Holy cow, that carried so far right. Okay, but I at least hit the gap. That's gonna be down there. It might be a putt up and down. Tough spot. I don't really know. I don't even know how to get up and down here. I'm about 80 feet away and just looking at a line of trees. I can't even, I wanna lay it up kind of short right here, but that's gonna put me right behind a tree, which means I'm gonna have to push the hazard and potentially take a par. But I guess if I take a par, I at least time a record, and that's not the worst thing. So we'll go ahead and give that a try, see if I can hit this gap. It's still like a 3-foot gap I'm aiming at right here. Try to hit it on some hyzer with the PA3, see if I can give myself a look for the birdie. No, I pulled it wide and hit the tree. That's so sad. That was such a good drive. Threw it exactly how I wanted to, right at the tree in the middle. Turned it off. I didn't account for the left to right. That was gonna carry it more right than I wanted, and ended up in a tough spot on a good drive. But we'll see if we can finish out with the par, at least tie the record and get out of here. Just left with absolutely nothing as well. I'm gonna try to give it a run with the koi, so then if I hit the tree, I at least should sit and not go hazard. But this is a little bit ridiculous. Oh my goodness, the headwind is gonna make this tough as well. Dang it. That was a good effort. Just held up in the headwind. Wasn't gonna swing from that close range. Oh, that sucks. That was actually such a good round. Messed up with the double on 3 is pretty bad.
bogey on 10. Honestly, probably should have been worse than that with how many bad shots I threw, but we got out of here 1 under, tied the PR, good round. Not upset about it, especially given the conditions. No towel with the snow on the ground and some pretty decent wind. Pretty happy with it. Like I said in the beginning of the video, no longer going to be posting weekly. I officially posted 52 weekly videos, so pretty happy with that. But subscribe, turn on notifications if you want to see what I post next. Thanks everybody for watching, and bop off. We're just going to be trying to